right. Good morning. Welcome back. Looks like it could be a fun day. Possibly some action today. Action. We want action. How do I delete this? There we go. All right. Welcome back. So the 20 SMA on the Nasdaq held very nicely. It does it again. Right here. Crazy. Look at that. So that's definitely a big watch today. And that QQQ over 380. That QQQ over our 380 level is also... Why is my QQQ all messed up? This bar... You guys have this on your screen? This bar just keeps messing up this chart, man. It's very annoying. I have to take it off every time. All right. So some possible nice action today. Something we've been waiting for. Nice little catalyst. Yesterday, Meta earnings looked to be good. Looked to be pushing the stock higher, which is helping the Nasdaq, of course. And today we have really the only big one left today, GDP. GDP, jobless claims, but we'll get over all that. Good morning, Grandpa Ralph. As always, Ponzi. How's everyone doing? Good day yesterday. Nvidia, nice trade to the downside off that 460 level. Really nice put play there early morning. So that was really the main trade of yesterday for me. Took really nice profits on the Netflix put that I was holding. Netflix did a nice little tank early morning yesterday and closed that up. But the only one that's going to be a loser is my Coinbase puts. Coinbase not quite breaking down, just really holding up. So Nvidia nice, Netflix nice yesterday. Coinbase is going to be the loser that I take. But yeah, Netflix and Nvidia offset those nicely. So net still profitable. But yeah, that Coinbase one just doesn't look to be working, unfortunately. That was my day yesterday. We'll go over, I have that Nvidia trade recorded live. Maybe I'll make a video on it tonight. Maybe go over the Coinbase trade as well. Hope everyone had a good day yesterday as well. Some nice action early morning, and then you had the FOMC move, which actually, to my surprise, the FOMC move really respected the technical levels, which was pretty sweet. The technical levels really were respected with the FOMC move. The ES supply, the ES demand really held up nicely. There was a long off demand. There was a short off the 4610 supply. There was opportunity to both sides, which was really clean. I was surprised to see how clean that was. But today, right, over 4610 on the ES. Over 4610 on the ES, which is very, very important. Do I see more downside in Netflix? Probably not today. The NASDAQ and the S&P are breaking some very big levels for the upside. So I'm not really fond of downside here today. I think you got to switch it up a little bit. Today's definitely a flip. Today's definitely a flip, at least on the futures charts. The futures charts have both broken very big levels above. They've both broken major supplies, and I think it's a little bit of a momentum flip here today. At least for now, right? At least what I'm looking at as of right now. I can't predict what's going to happen at open, maybe on GDP. But as of right now, ES over 46.10, QQQ over 380. I would assume things continue higher over those levels. So we'll see. We'll just have to watch the levels intraday. But definitely an important break in the pre-market today. So welcome back, guys. 8:05. Let's get started. Press that like button if you could. We got 1,000 people here, 100 likes. That's a 10%. 10% of people press the like button. If you guys could press that, I'd appreciate it. Let's get into the schedule. We have a schedule today, and I know you're all here for the schedule. So let's start with the economic. Here's the economic today. You guys can see if you want to X7 on BMW X7, go ahead and discover the 2023 BMW X7 for the low price of probably $100,000 at 12% interest. So Thursday, July 27, jobless claims 8:30. I don't really think that's too major. And GDP is probably the big one today. GDP at 8:30 as well. So we'll go ahead and watch the action on that. Tomorrow, personal income, personal spending, PCE, employment cost index, and consumer sentiment at 10. But that's pretty much the end of our week. Next week, pretty light, which is nice, right? Next week, you got pretty light action here. Not much really going on. Some non-farm payrolls to end the week. But really the main economic was this week. FOMC yesterday, jobless claims, GDP today. All right. Let's pull up that earnings calendar real quick so we can see what we had yesterday. Yesterday we had Meta. We had McDonald's this morning, which we can definitely see Americans love McDonald's. I am very happy to say that I have not even stepped foot in a McDonald's for 7 months. Since I've moved to Miami, it's been nothing but just quality food over here, which is what Miami is known for. The quality of the food here is incredible. There's absolutely no reason to even think about McDonald's here. So I am happy about that. So McDonald's this morning, Royal Caribbean, Southwest, MasterCard, Crocs, big one, man, big one, Crocs. Valero, AbbVie, some big ones there. I didn't even check to see how AbbVie was doing this morning. I'm interested. I'm a shareholder of them. Enphase after close today. Ford, Intel, Roku. Where's Skechers? Oh, baby. Skechers. Watch out. Potentially market moving. But yesterday was Chipotle, Meta. So some big ones there. Meta definitely nicely up, beating the expected move by a few points here this morning. It was a very big expected move, so make sure you know that. It was a $25 expected move, so it needs to open up above 323, I believe, for calls to go up, and I think it did beat that. I think it's right above that 323 right now. So as of right now, Meta calls will be up on earnings. It has to open above 323, just around there, 323, 324, to get those calls to increase. So it's like right on the line, but it is good. Nice upside on Meta. And I think that Meta move definitely is helping us this morning. We didn't really get much move on FOMC, but once that Meta earnings came out, you started to really see that push. So that was a big one yesterday. All right. Nvidia 460 retest. This is my top watch today. I would love for this to just work out cleanly for me. Obviously the market's not always as clean as you like, but a 460 pullback this morning on Nvidia, long it off that level would be a thing of beauty. Man, do I wish I could that would be great. If I could just go, nice size on a 460 retest today, go one and done, that would be an awesome day. We'll see. I can't get too happy, can't get too interested into it, but I will be watching that for sure. We'll take a look at Meta. We'll take a look at Apple. Apple finally breaking out of that sideways channel, which has been, it's just been stuck, but it is breaking out today. Microsoft 343, a little bit of underperformance still on Microsoft. I would be careful on this one. 343, still a big level. Snow, the last time I traded Snow, it was off 170 demand, and Snow is finding itself back at 170 demand and with a potentially strong NASDAQ day. So if we get a strong NASDAQ day, and Snow's at 170, this could be a demand level to potentially long off of. Google, also another strong one today. I think Google and Meta are probably the two strongest names this morning. Google looks very nice off this 129 retest. I would be absolutely watching this today. And then finally, we'll end with our favorite stock, Tesla. Tesla still, like Microsoft, a little bit of underperformance, still under the 20 SMA. I would like to see those break above the 20 before getting too bullish on them. We'll see if we can get that today. All right. That's the schedule. After that, well, if we have some time, I'll try to make it quick today so we can get into some of your guys' stocks. Let's get right into it. All right. So the ES, I think, is probably a little bit, very important today. And here's why, right? Look what the ES has done here this morning. The ES has broken over the 4610 triple top. So you have 4610, 4610, right? And 4610. And that 4610 level was respected on FOMC yesterday. There was actually a beautiful short yesterday intraday after FOMC at 4610. If I can, what the hell happened to my screen right there? There it is. Right here, right? We pushed up into that 4610. We had a nasty rejection off of it. But, right, here's the key. After that 4610 rejection yesterday, we held the 4580, right? We held the 4580 like a champ. And that was very key, right? That 4580 demand stepped up very aggressively, even after that big downside off 4610. So this channel was very respected yesterday on both sides. You can see right here. Upside channel was respected. Downside of the channel was respected as well. Very nice. Now, this morning, right? This is your watch today. This is the biggest watch of the day. Is 4610. As long as you are above, as long as you are north of this level here, things should stay strong, right? I would love this. Right? I don't know if you're going to get this, but man, would this be a great long entry today. If you can get that pullback to 4610, if you could come back down and retest these triple top highs, that would be the best possible long entry today. So we'll see if we get that. Markets are pretty strong right now. It doesn't look like you're getting any signs of a retest as of right now. Is there a little morning dump, right, back into that level? Maybe a little bit of a bear trap, right? Maybe some bear trap action in the morning after a big pre-market. I do like a nice bear trap after a big green pre-market. I don't like chasing pre-market, straight upside. So if we can get a little bear trap here this morning, back into that 4610, and then start to hold this level, that could be the beautiful, beautiful long entry today. I might be asking for too much there, but that would be great. So definitely watching for that possibility today. The pullback to 4610 for longs. If you get back under 4610, be careful of the longs, right? Because then you're just stuck under the triple top. So be careful of the longs. If you do start to give up that 4610, that is a must-hold level today. That is a must-hold level if we want to see further upside. To the upside, it's not that clean. There's not much here. So I got to zoom back again, all the way back to the left here to find anything to the upside. Really, the only next upside move, I'm going to turn off these SMAs just for a second to make this a little bit cleaner. The next upside supply for me steps in at this high right here. This high right here is 46.6250. 46.6250 is this candle high right here. That's also a little bit of a rejection here, a little bit of a rejection here. You can see it's also a previous low right here. It's previous lows right here, and it's a previous high back here. This is all the way back in August of 2021. So this is actually pretty much a year ago. It's about a year. It's 13 months ago. It's about a year and 1 month ago, right here. So this little level here that you can see was respected to some extent. It wasn't perfect. There was a little bit of sloppiness here. Is around this 46.60, 46.62. That is the exact high of this candle right here. That could be, right, if we continue higher here, that could be your next test right here. That could be where this ES is moving to. The 46.60, 46.6250, that high, that could be your next move. I don't think there's much resistance in this zone, right? But that doesn't mean, you just buy it long, and it's just going to go straight there, right? You could, if you're not precise with your entries, you could be stuck in some drawdown here, which is hard to be. If you got to be precise if you're going to trade it with options. Sorry, did I say 2021? Yeah, 2 years ago. Sorry about that. Not 2022. We're in 2023. Yeah. So, that's probably your next rejection point, the 4660, 4660, 250, right? If I go back again, we're looking at this high right here. That is 4660, 250. That is from April of 2022. This is December of 21, December of 21, and August of 21. All right? Guys, if I say something stupid like that, it's obvious that I'm mistaken, right? It's self-explanatory. Okay? If I say 2021 is 1 year ago, I think you know that it's just a mistake. So, obviously, it's 2 years ago. Thanks for clearing that up. So, 4660, that could be your next level. Until then, this is a area of not really much resistance in my eyes, which we could definitely slide through. So, what you want today, more than anything, if you want to play this thing long today, what you want today is a pullback, right? You want this pullback. You want this retest, right? That's, if you're a trader and if you want to trade upside off of structured levels, that is really what you're looking to see today. So 4610, previous triple top, look for that to hold if we get any pullback. And really the next rejection point is not until 4662 above. That's really your next major daily chart rejection point. All right. Let's go SPY. Very similar on the SPY here, right? You can see charts the same. What do you want to look for? You would love to see a 456.50 pullback. Do you get it today? I don't know, right? I don't know. It's pretty strong. It doesn't look like there's any pullbacks coming in, but that is the pullback that you want. You could definitely find a nice risk-reward long entry off the retest of previous triple tops, right? So if you can get a retest of that triple top, that would be a fantastic long entry. Are we going to get that? Unsure. Next rejection point, we got to go to the daily chart. We got to zoom out. We got to look at what happened here in the past. The next rejection point for me is possibly this little high here on the SPY, which is 462, right? 462. That's your next rejection point. These highs right here were around 458, and I think we are above that this morning. Yeah, so you can see you actually could, hold on. You could look, I'm a little bit concerned about this thought, but it is a possibility. This 458 level right here, that might be the extent of a pullback that you could get today. Now, why do I say that? All right, so if I go to the daily chart and I zoom out, the 458 level on the SPY is right here. 458, 458, and 458, right? So this little 458 triple top here, you guys can see on the daily chart. This is back from February of 22, and this is April of 22. This 458 level on the SPY, this little triple top here, that could be the extent of the pullback here. And that is where you just saw the SPY sort of hold up at 458 here. You see right there, this little 458 hold. So I would watch 458 as your first demand if we get a pullback. And then I would watch the 456.50. It's really like 457 if you want to like really include the whole move. But I like this. I don't want to use that wick high, in my opinion. I like this more the bodies of these candles down at this 456.50. So, Fibonacci's, what is the fib saying from yesterday's lows? 50% retracement is right at the retest. 50% retracement is right at the retest. So, yeah, I mean, the 458 level would be a very extended pullback, right? It would still be pretty extended on a 458 retest. I would like the retest of the previous highs. Do you get that today, though? We might not get that, right? This thing looks pretty strong. It looks like it's running away with it. So look for 456.50. Look for 458 as your pullback levels. The next rejection point is up at 462. Very similar to that ES move, right? Very similar to that ES move. 50% retracement from yesterday's lows is pretty much right at that retest. Let me pull that again. Take it from the body. From right now, it's 50% retracement. It's going to probably be right about that retest. 46.10. So, let's see. I would love the pullback. Are we going to get it? Unsure. QQQ, 380. Right, that was our level, that 380 level. Above 380, we held above it, and that's where we really started to squeeze. So, can you get a 380 retest today? That would be great. Are you going to see that? Unsure, right, with how strong the market is. Your next level to watch here is right at this 383. You got 383 rejections here, 383 rejection, 383 rejection, 383 support, 383 sort of support, and then a flip back below. Watch the 383 here. We'll have to see if the QQQ can hold above 383 here. That's your next key. So if I go back to the 30-minute chart, let me zoom back in here, give you a nice scale. This is sort of what you're looking at, right? 383, 383, 383, 383. That's your 383 supply to watch out for today. If you get a rejection off that 383, then look for that 380 hold, right? Then look for that 380 hold. That would be the great long entry today, a pullback off 380. I'm not sure you're going to get it. I mean, people are just so dumb, man. I'm sorry. People are so dumb. People are so dumb. What are you complaining about? Bro, you always start off with NASDAQ. Oh, my God. People, man. People. What the hell? People just feel like they can complain about anything in the world on the internet, man. It's funny. It's funny. 383. So watch out for that 383 on the QQQ. That's your first watch. A pullback to 380 would be nice. That would be nice. But I don't know if you're gonna get it. NQ. So NQ 15840. Right, 15840 is your NQ rejection, right? You can see right here, 15840, 15840, 15840, and around this 15840 again. So you can see we had rejections there, rejections here, support there at 15840. You're coming right into it, right? You're coming right into it at 15840. So that's your first watch today. We'll have to see. Why QQQ but not me? Why you go over QQQ but not me? 15840, that's your level to watch this morning. If you get above that level, you could look for that to turn into a new support, right? Push into that 15840. Watch out for that rejection point. That would be your first level to watch here. You can see that on the hourly. See? Rejections here, rejections here. That is your first potential supply. If you see rejections off that level, right, then I would love this retest, man. This would be the best retest of the day. Again, it's going to be dependent if you're patient or not today. That sort of feels like the move today. Is it just a gap and go and you have to chase this move? Or is this a little gap and a retest for a nice, comfortable long entry? It might just be a gap and go, which is sort of a tough move to trade because you got to find and sort of monitor that intraday price action to find a good entry. So 15,840, right? That's that NASDAQ level. If you can get a little morning bear trap back into this previous high at 730, that's where I would start to formulate the longs, right? The longs off of these previous rejection points. Previous lows, previous highs, previous highs. A long off of the 730 would be awesome. But, yeah, not sure you're going to get that today. So 15,840, 15,730. If you see 840 hold strong intraday today, right? If you see this, this might be the long that you have to take, right? This might be the long you have to take if you hold above 840 in the morning here, all right? So, Dow Jones. Where did the Dow Jones hold? It held that 35.5 really nicely. Look at that 35.5 hold on the Dow. That was the level we talked about. Rejection, rejection, support, support. Nice little break and retest. Nice little flip there. 35,500 on the Dow. Very nice hold. Dow's moving, man. The Dow is moving. And the Dow does not have much. I mean, I don't think you have anything until all-time highs here on the Dow. Do you? Not really. I mean, I think all-time highs is your next supply, really. That Dow's strong. No, I take that back. There's a few levels here. Let me zoom in for you here. So next level on the Dow looks to be... we're actually not above this little daily channel, this daily wick. What's this daily wick at? 35.8. 35.8's that wick high. You got a little double top here at 36,220. Yeah, you still got some levels here. So I'd say 35.8 is definitely your next watch right here immediately. Immediate watch, 35,800. That's that little wick high there. And then the 36,200. So immediate watch here is this daily wick high at 35.8. So let's put a little zone there. Let's make sure we're aware of that. 35.8. If you hold above 35.8, Dow continues. If you hold above 35.8, Dow continues. So 5-minute chart. That's actually exactly where we were. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, look at that was your FOMC high yesterday. So 35.8 on the Dow. That's your watch. If you can break and hold above 35.8 today, you should see continuation right there. 35.8, yesterday's highs. All right, Russell. Let's go hourly. Nice break and retest, man. It did it, right? Nice break and retest. You got the break, the retest. Look at that 1970 hold. We talked about that over the last 3 days here on the stream. Really nice hold on that Russell. Next move here is that 2007 double top here. That's really what you're watching today. So you're looking to see, right? Do you get the break of the highs? Do you get the hold of the highs? And do you do this again? All right. Nice. This is actually a nice little cupping formation here. So if you can get that push over that 2007, 2000 area, this previous high right here, that's your break and retest hold right above. But so just be careful of that high, right? Be careful of this high. That's a little double top high. Be careful of maybe this has to form the cup and handle, right? This is a cupping formation. Maybe there's a little bit of a pullback off this double top, creating that handle move, and then you get your push possible. So just be careful of that 2007 here. But a very nice, right? A very nice demand hold at 1970, right? We've been talking about this all week. Previous highs, break, retest, demand hold, nice push off of it. All right, so that's the futures. Let's get into the GDP move here, and then we'll get into the stonks. Let's see if we can get just a little morning pullback, man. A morning pullback back into the retest would be something nice, but let's see if we can get it. So I got the ES up. We'll go ahead and see if there's any immediate reactions off the GDP numbers here, and then we'll get into some stocks. Good. I want to see a move to the downside and then get bears interested and then have them get too heavy short at 46.10. That would be a great day. That would really set up a nice potential demand hold and push back to the upside. But I'm not sure whether you're going to get it. So just, you're really not moving anything on it. A little bit of nothing, honestly. SPY. GDP. Jobless claims were, 221 versus 235. GDP 2.4 versus 1.8. So GDP was up GDP 2.4 versus 1.8 estimate. So GDP up, better than expected. And you're not really moving here. A little bit of downside. Okay, the Nasdaq. Okay, so that's your level right there. You can already see it. Danny Alvarado just joined the Discord Monday. Already paid off with Netflix puts. Huh. Nice. Yeah, that was a nice one, man. Good catch. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I can heart that. Hey, there you go. I hearted it. So I appreciate that, Danny. So there you go. 15,840. Right? That's our level. That's our level. Right? We can see it right now. 840, 840, support, 840. So we now know that we've had a little bit of confirmation of that level there, right? Because we can see the reaction here, right at that 840 level. So now we're looking to see if we break and hold above this intraday, right? I want to see, the reason I want to see a pullback is because I need a nice intraday high. I need a nice pre-market high to play off of, right? It's hard to trade when you open the day at the highest point of the pre-market, right? I like to see, a nice pivot high, a nice pullback, and then I know I can play it back above that pre-market high, right? And I know that shorts will stop out, right? And we could look for that retest of pre-market highs. It's tough when you open the day at the highest point of the pre-market because you really don't have any level to play off of. So would like to see something here. I am bullish on this move because of us being above that 15,730 and above that QQQ 380. But a pullback provides a better opportunity for longs. So we'll see if we can get it. All right, let's continue. Nvidia 460. That's the big watch for me today. I would love to see a nice little 460 hold today on Nvidia. So here's the 30-minute chart on Nvidia, right? You got that 460 level that we were able to break back above. This was a previous support, turned into a rejection, turned into a multiple day rejection, right? Very nice rejection points there yesterday. And now we are trading above 460. So what would I like to trade today, which it might have just done on a wick candle, though. I don't know if that's a legit candle. I would love to see this form today at 460, right? Take a long, have a stop under 460, get that nice hold of previous day highs, and then look to see, that long play out. So watching 460, I would not short Nvidia today. If it's above 460, that's a big flip here. That's a previous low, previous high that we are now holding above. So if we are above 460, I think Nvidia continues higher here. I would like to play longs off 460. It's a little bit extended over it right now, so you have to really, you either got to scale down because you're going to have to give it some space, right? You can't get long Nvidia this is the problem that you have, right? When you have extended, when you get in something a little bit too extended past the true demand level, right? If you were to get long Nvidia like 466 today and you stopped out at 462, right? That is not, you cannot stop out at 462 because what Nvidia probably does against you is you stop out at 462, it moves into 460, it holds 460, and then about 2 hours later, you get back on your screen and Nvidia's at 480, right? Off a retest hold, right? But you stopped out here because you got into extended of a long entry, right? And you were concerned about losing too much money or being in too much drawdown. So that's why I like to take the pullback, right? Because if I get in on the pullback, I'm not exposing myself to that drawdown. And I know I'm having a better entry. If you do want to get in a little bit extended, you just have to scale down and be okay with giving it a move into 460 because the long idea is still valid over 460. So you don't want to get in at 466 and stop out at 462, right? Because then, maybe an hour later, you're going to come back on your screen and be like, what the fuck? They're going to be like, Nvidia held 460 and it's now at 470 and I stopped out 2 points lower, right? That's the problem with having bad entries, right? Bad entries, that's the side effect, right? So that's why I always talk about getting pullbacks, because I want to be in at 460 and I want to stop out right under it, because that's when the trade invalidates, and that's when I know Nvidia won't go any higher. So we'll see. We'll see if we get it. 460 retest would be hot today. Yeah. Meta. So, big push, nice hold over that 316 high, right? What are we looking for today? It's quite obvious. You are looking for a pullback to this previous double top high. That is the best long entry, hands down, right? I don't care how much you want to chase Meta here. The best long entry is a retest of this double top high. That would be where you really want to look long Meta. If you don't long it near that double top high, it's just a pretty much gap and go chase trade, which I have a very hard time doing, and I probably won't do today. So I really want to see that 316 pullback here. You can see it held very nicely here in the after hours, right? Look at that little break and retest 316 hold. That's really the long entry I want. Do we get it? Possibly not. I could be interested in watching this after hour high level around this 322, right? I might be interested in watching that as a potential long if it's back at this 322.50, right? That could be your nice long entry at this previous consolidation and this previous high. So I would watch possibly that 322.50, right, for a pullback, or I'd watch for the 316. Do you get one of these pullbacks today? Unsure, but that's really what I want to see. I do not want to chase this gap on Meta. So pull back to 322.50 for longs, pull back to 316 for longs. Those are my two long watches. And if it's just a rocket ship, right? If it's just a rocket ship, then you're just going to watch 330, right? If it's really just a rocket ship today, you're going to look for that break of 330 and then a retest at 330. And then maybe you can trade it over the pre-market highs or something like that, right? You're going to have to adjust intraday, right, to the moves that come in. But that's part of learning the trading. But yeah, just watch to see where this pre-market high is, wherever it is. If it's just a rocket out of the gates over pre-market highs, then you're looking for retests of pre-market highs, right? So 322.50, 316, and then whatever the pre-market high is, if we get over that intraday, look for that pre-market high to hold as a new demand. Apple. So we finally got the push on Apple. We finally got the upside. I'm going to put back on the 20 SMA here. So you finally got that. The other thing I wanted to talk about on Nvidia here, I forgot to point this out. The longer term look, right? Look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. You can't argue with the beauty of a break and retest. You just can't argue with the beauty and the accuracy, or the what's the word I'm saying? The success rate of a break and retest, right? Whenever you get a squeeze over a previous high, you will always get the retest. And it's just whoever is patient enough for it, right? And whoever catches it. Break, retest of the previous high, right there at 440 demand, hold of the 20 SMA beautifully once again, right? This is why I like to wait for the pullbacks, right? Break, right? What's going to happen next on Meta? Yeah, it might continue a little bit higher and squeeze a little bit more, but at some point, Meta will retest this 316, and it will provide a great long opportunity. The same way you pulled back to hold this 290, you had a push, you're going to retest that 316, previous double top high. A matter of when, I don't know, right? It may not be today, it may not be next week, it might be in a month, but it happens, and it happens over and over and over again. All right, here's a beautiful example on Nvidia, 20 SMA hold, break and retest the previous highs, bam. So just wanted to point that out real quick because that was very nice. Apple. She's looking nice today. She's healthy, man. This is a healthy stock chart still. Healthy uptrend here on Apple still. Hourly chart. Actually, you know what? 30 minute. 30 minute. Here's your 30, right? You guys can see right here. Previous highs, That's what I'd look for in Apple today. If Apple can maintain over this little, even triple top high here, around this 197 or 195.75, right? That's your potential long right here. Right here, 195.75. If you can maintain that today, right, look for that long entry off that level. It's maintaining here in the pre-market very nicely. It's around that 196, 195.75. If you can hold above that level, I like that continuation to the upside. You finally got a break and hold above that 194.50. So I would just monitor this 196 to 195.75 level today on Apple. So far this morning, holding up very nicely. And as long as you're above this high, right, as long as you're above this high, you're looking good for that upside continuation. So look to see if that maintains. All right, so here's one that's a little bit of a concern. Okay, so Nasdaq is... Yeah, so Nasdaq's still respecting that 15,840 there. So here's one that's up in a possible underperformance today, right? Very possible underperformance here on Microsoft. So we'll have to see how this sort of trades out. Why is it that you go long so high? I'm not sure what that means, man. Can you do Rivian? I got you, Lewis. All right, so here's one that I feel like could be a little bit of an underperformer. We'll have to be cautious on this one. No, we didn't go Tesla yet. So 343, right? 343. You guys heard us talk about this on the live stream yesterday, and I got a lot of messages from you guys. I think some of you actually caught this. This was the sexiest rejection yesterday of that 20 SMA and that 343 supply. This was sick. So yesterday we came into the live stream and said, watch for the 20 SMA rejection on Microsoft, and just look at that, man. Huge rejection. Popped into it again. Huge rejection, and just a beautiful slide to the downside. That 20 SMA, right, again, is very tough, right? And you can see this morning we are still trading below that 20 SMA. So a little bit cautious on the upside here on Microsoft, guys. A little bit cautious on the Microsoft upside if we are below this 20 SMA and this 343, right? We still have to respect that level. We can't just ignore that level because the Nasdaq's higher today. So you can see previous lows, right? Previous lows into a very clean rejection yesterday and the 20 SMA. So you need to get above. You need to retest and hold this level, hold the 20, hold 343 before you can look long Microsoft. If you long Microsoft before this break and hold, right, you are exposing yourself to a potential underperformance and supply rejection again at the 20 SMA. So be careful of that. The 50 did hold very nicely, which is where I think the next levels do come in, right? You need to have the 20 and 50 SMA on your screen, right? It's actually a must at this point. You need to have it, right? If you don't have the 50 SMA on your screen yesterday, you have no idea why this held. But if you have the 50 SMA on your screen, you know why this held, right? They have to have it on your screen. You have to be trading with these SMAs as of late. They are being respected like no other, man, right? Look at this. Look at this perfect hold of the 50 SMA yesterday. So, yes, you absolutely need to have it. Google did the same thing, like you said. Look at Google, right? Back when we pulled back to that 50, that 20, that held really nicely. There was another one I was watching. I forgot what it was. Was it Netflix? It was Netflix. Netflix was close, right? Yeah, Netflix was close to that 50, right? So, got to watch those 50 SMAs, 50 SMAs, 20 SMAs. You got to have them. Daily SMAs. I can tell you guys don't watch my YouTube videos. I would recommend watching my YouTube video on it. It was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, watch the YouTube video. It explains everything. I know you guys don't because everyone asks me the same question. Got a YouTube video on the 20 SMA, on the daily 20 SMA. I would recommend watching it. But yeah, you can see right here, right? Look at that hold, right? Look at that hold. If that's right, if that's not there, right? We don't know why that held there because there's no levels there. There's nothing here. And if we zoom out I don't even think there's any technical levels here. Not really. I mean, there's a little bit over here, but that 50 SMA was really the sign, right, that it was trying to hold. So watch that 50 if you do short, right? Watch that 50 if you do short it. But I'm a little bit concerned of the underperformance here, right? So just be careful. Watch that 343. Watch that 20 SMA again on Microsoft. Snow. All right, so the last time Snow was here, this was right here. The last time Snow was here, I caught some really, really nice longs on this move, right, into this 185. This was a great trade on Snow. We're here again, right? We're here again. So interesting, right? Interesting. Snow has been pretty shitty. I'm not going to lie, right? The price action has pretty much just gone sideways. You paid for the Discord, but no acceptance. When you sign up for the Discord, you get an email from LaunchPass with an acceptance with a invitation link. So check your email. It'll be from LaunchPass. It'll have a link to get invited. There's an invite link on it. If you didn't get it, then reach out to me. Shoot me an email. But everyone gets them. 99% of the people that reach out to me that say they didn't get an invite, they don't check their email or they don't check to see if they got it from LaunchPass. So I would check to see again. Previous lows, 170, 170, 170, 170. There's a nice triple bottom there, a nice demand hold at 170. Interested, right? I'm interested. I'm going to watch it. If Snow starts to see some strength today off that 170 low, if we hold that demand low, I will absolutely be looking for that upside here. Trolling does nothing to me, okay? That's why it's like I don't care. I say whatever I want. It's like people. I'm not the normal like be really nice to people because I'm scared about my Discord not doing well. I trade. I successfully trade. I make money trading, so I'm not scared. To be honest with people, I'm not scared to be honest with people. It is what it is. All right, I'll always be honest. So 170, 170, 170, 170. Watch that demand at 170. That's very key. If you can hold that today, there could be a long here. The area to be cautious is right here around this 181. If you do take this long, be careful at this 181, right? Be careful at this 181 if you are long off the 170, all right? Google, we got to go quick. We're running out of time. Google, Tesla. All right, this is possibly one of my top watches today. Here's why. Pay attention, all right? Pay attention. Yeah, I don't know about the Snow SMA rejections. I agree, Todd. That's a good watch, right? That's a good watch. The SMA rejections, be careful of them. I agree. I'm almost thinking, Anna, that question is a little bit of satire. I hope it is, Anna. I think it is. I want to say, I know Anna. I know she's not usually that type of person, so I think, Anna, that's a satire question. So I hope it is. And if it is, that's a good one. 129 on Google, right? Look at this previous high on Google. You see this previous high right here? See that? It's right there. 129, right? Look at that hold, right? Look at that hold. 129, break and retest. Look at that hold right there. Very, very interesting today. Watch that 129. That is a very nice looking hold right now. Google also broke this little downtrend here, right? You can see that little squeeze over that downtrend break. I'm definitely watching Google. If it's above 129, I am looking for the longs today. Last but not least, Tesla. All right, here we go. This is very important today on Tesla. Do not long Tesla today unless it's back above its 20 SMA. If Tesla can get back above that 20, if Tesla can hold above 374 or 274, that is a potential long today on Tesla. But you have to see a move over 274. You have to see a move over the 20 SMA. If you can get that today, I like that long potential, right? I like that long potential if you can get a break and hold over the 20 and over 274. All right? So break, hold, 274 above the 20 SMA. That would be my watch today. If Tesla can flip back to the upside, this is a very potential spot that a lot of shorts get stopped out and possibly a place where Tesla can squeeze. So 274, it has to be above that, and it has to be above that 20. If you long Tesla before this level, you are exposing yourself to a 20 SMA rejection and a potential double top, which you do not want to be stuck in. So look for that 274 break, that hold, that 20 SMA hold. That's what I'd be looking for on Tesla today if you get more upside continuation. All right? NASDAQ. All right, we know our levels, right? We know our level here. 15,840, that's your immediate level to watch. That's where we're rejecting right now. That's a very important level today. On the ES, it looks to be coming in around 46. ES doesn't really give me much here. I think the QQQ and the NASDAQ are giving me much better signs here. 383 on the QQQ and that 15,840 on the NASDAQ futures are the levels I'm going to be watching to sort of guide my day. All right? I got to get out of here. I talked again too much. That's all right. One day I'll try to save a little bit of time for the end of the streams. 20 SMA, daily chart 20 SMA, the daily 20 SMA. Look it up. Go to my video. It explains every single question that you guys are asking in the chat. If you just go watch the video that says, I'll go ahead and pop it up on the screen. Here we go. I'm going to put it in the chat. It answers every question that everyone's asking. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. All you have to do is watch the video. Shareable link. 20 SMA video right there. Pin that. Pin it. Clip it. Clip it. Why you don't start with NASDAQ but not me? All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. Oh, Rivian. Shit. Sorry, Lewis. Lewis, you still there? Rivian. Rivian for Lewis. My bad, Lewis. All right, here we go. Rivian. Let's zoom out here. Hopefully Lewis is still here. I hope he is. Yeah, this whole area, this looks a little bit tough here. Like all these lows. Maybe this 28. I would say watch 28, Lewis. 28's your first watch for sure. Okay, you're above 28 this morning. All right, Lewis, I would watch to see if 28 can turn into support. That's going to be key on Rivian. Can you now hold above that 28? Yeah. So if I go to the weekly chart here. Yep, that's what I would watch, right? Can Rivian turn these 28 lows right here, right? After it broke 28 back in December, it flushed, right? It flushed aggressive, right? So it needs to, broke that trend. It needs to hold above 28, Rivian, for more upside. Need that 28 hold, right? You need to get above. You need to now turn that back into support, right? You can't be stuck under this 28 where this flush came in. So, yeah, watch 28 on Rivian. That's what I would watch. See if you can hold that today. All right? All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. As always, thank you for being here. Press that like button if you could. If you enjoy the live streams, I want to clear it up, right? I have fun here. You know, I speak my mind. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I truly don't mean to. I'm not an asshole. I'm not a mean guy. But I like to have fun. I like to talk openly, freely. And I hope you guys appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy it. So press that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want more. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And best of luck today. Peace.